Come fly with me, let's fly away.
If you can use some exotic booze, there's a bar in far Bombay.
No, to hell with that. I am done waiting. They've been in there for an hour now. After everything we've done, we deserve to be updated at least. I want to know what's so important about this basement of theirs. Besides, I'm bored of reading that big book of science thing. Most of it's useless nowadays anyway. Why am I going to suddenly need to know about geometry? And in any case, if I have to watch Boom disassemble his rifle one more fucking time... Aha, there he is. Look, I hope I'm not interrupting anything, but fuck it. You said the means for traveling to this far beyond is not for... Whoa, hold on a second, is that a rocket?
I waited to speak with you one last time before I descended to the launch pad, Wanderer.
Yeah, hold on a second,
I want you to know that we will remember for all eternity how you delivered us to the threshold of the great journey.
Yeah, no problem.
Our preparations are nearly complete, but the rockets that will carry us to salvation are yet missing vital components.
Yeah, about that.
If you would still help us, Wanderer, speak to Chris. He can tell you what is missing. There is no way that we can thank you enough, Wanderer. Your arrival here was a blessing.
Look, don't mention it, but
We will remember you, always.
Hold on. Stop for a minute. Let me get this straight. You're planning to crash through the gates of the Promised Land in rockets?
Yes.
What?
The rockets will convey us to our Promised Land in the far beyond. Vision upon vision has confirmed it.
I see. Do you want me to get the straitjacket now or knock you out first? Look, unless your far beyond is the nearest medical clinic, I strongly suggest you take a step back and think. Just for a little bit.
I understand your concerns, friend, and I thank you for voicing them. But the Creator's will for us has been made manifest.
Your creator is starting to sound like he's fucking with you guys. Look, if this is what you truly believe in, then so be it. There's fuck all I can do. If you crash and burn, then it's your fault, not mine, okay? Oh, Christ, I thought that dickhead Chris was screwed up in the head.
After all that you have done for us, I suppose you deserve to know everything.
Really?
When Chris came to us, we tried to convince him that he was human. But this only angered him. He seemed lost.
Huh.
We decided to let him stay with us for a few days, over the course of which we learned that his technical skills far surpassed our own.
Okay.
It became clear that the Creator had sent him to us to ensure the success of the great journey.
If you say so.
Equally clear was that Chris should labor in blessed ignorance of his humanity.
What?
And his inability to make the journey himself.
Ooh.
It is no coincidence that two humans have been vital to the success of the great journey.
3.
It is my belief that the Creator sent you and Chris to expiate the sins of your kind against mine. You're redeemers both.
Whoa, wait. You're not going to take him with you? He's a prick, sure, but you owe him big time.
Such is the Creator's will.
Why?
Vision upon vision has shown me that were Chris to accompany us, he would die in minutes.
What?
The radiation around the launch pad alone would kill Chris in minutes. The radioactivity of the far beyond is much stronger.
Radioactivity? Are you trying to get yourselves killed? First the rockets, and now you're telling me your destination is basically ground zero? What is wrong with you guys? And in any case, why didn't you tell him? You just felt like using the guy for all he's worth? I hope you're proud of yourself.
I take no pleasure in hiding the truth from Chris. But it is the Creator's will, to which I must submit.
How many times are you going to use that excuse? This is why I don't bother with religion in the first place. You know what? I'm just gonna send you guys on your way so I don't have to put up with all this nonsense anymore.
There is no way that we can thank you enough, Wanderer. Your arrival here was a blessing.
Yeah, sure.
We will remember you, always.
Whatever. Just name today Courier's Day or something from now on, and we'll call it even, okay? Fucking hell. Yeah, well, chances are these guys can't really pay us with money anyway, only with blessings. I cannot believe this is why they chose the rocket factory. I thought it was for spare parts, not this. Look, they even have spacesuits and everything. They're not actually going to space, are they? That would make their chances of survival even smaller. And look who it is. Oh man, do I tell him or not? Hey, Chris.
Jason says that I am to cooperate with you on the final tasks necessary to launch the great journey.
Yeah, look, fuck. Never mind. are they seriously going to board the rockets? They're not big enough for long-range flight, I don't think. Hell, are those things even designed to carry passengers in the first place? Oh, they're really going to go through with this, aren't they?
Obviously. It's taken months, but I've nearly got them in working order. Soon they'll take us to the far beyond. I was skeptical at first, of course, being a man of science. But Jason is certain, and I believe in Jason.
Yeah, well, personally, I would have stayed skeptical. So, what exactly do you need? Anything apart from a miracle or life insurance?
I was close to completing work on the rockets before we were driven into hiding on the top floor. 2 components were missing. A quantity of isotope 239 igniting agent.
What now?
And a set of thrust control modules.
The
igniting agent is highly radioactive and decays quickly. That's why we can't use the drums that leak down on the launch pad. It's no longer potent enough. I need you to find an intact, shielded container of the igniting agent. As for the thrust control modules, they were custom built for these rockets. They won't even launch without them.
Okay, fair enough. I guess as long as you describe what they look like and I don't have to worry about how they work, I'll just go and deliver them to you. Just like a courier. It's coming full circle. Now, do I dare to start with this igniting agent?
Very well. We don't need a huge amount. 2 to 3 liters should be enough.
Yeah, I was kinda hoping you would tell me where to find them. I mean, 2 to 3 liters is easy if there's a whole lake of this stuff somewhere, but if we're talking scraping the bottom of a barrel, then it's gonna take me a while.
Repcon has been ransacked so many times by scavengers, it's hard to know where the components might turn up. If they turn up. Jason has mentioned some industrial ruins to the east that are supposed to be highly radioactive.
No thanks. I think I'll try somewhere else. No offense, but we're not ghouls, and I would prefer to stay as a human for now. You know anywhere less likely to give me a second head?
I'd start by visiting local junk merchants or traders and see if that turns anything up.
That's more like it. And these control modules, do I need to go somewhere equally dangerous, or are we okay with scrapyards?
Scavengers wouldn't know the value of the modules just by looking at them. If you know any junk dealers in the area, I'd start there.
Yeah, and if I'm lucky, maybe they'll be using it as a paperweight or something. You know, if the only direction you're gonna give me are scrapyards, I have to wonder why you couldn't do it yourself. Well, let's get going then. There's gonna be a lot of crap we'll have to search through.
Later.
Well, it looks like we get to go to your favorite place after all, Eddie. Yeah, well, promise me you won't go crazy every time you see a crankshaft, and I'll consider getting you something. Who's gonna compensate me for all this, by the way? I already said I'm not a charity, and if there's one thing I hate more than doing shit for nothing, it's being inconsistent. No, I would not try it on. Christ, that looks like something you expect to see in a comic book or on the front of a cereal box. In fact, the more I think about it, the less I'm convinced those rockets were even designed by professionals. I mean, for the love of God, they're painted red. One of the executives must have been denied his childhood or something. You make rockets that are red, with matching spacesuits that look like Captain fucking Cosmos. Why don't you just make the launch sequence play Ride of the Valkyries while you're at it? Right, does this ladder lead to the surface? I would like to avoid going back through the Chupacabra basement if I could get away with it. Well, I don't see why you're bitching about this. You can just fly up. Okay, after me then, I guess. Let's see. Ow, my leg! Okay, that took longer than it should have. Although bearing in mind I fractured my leg yesterday, I think I did quite well. Come to think of it, if we knew about that ladder earlier, we could have snuck right past the Chupacabras. Does Jason even know about it? Whoa, I guess he doesn't know about this either!
Holy crap, that is literally a cesspit. Yeah, that's great financial planning there, guys. We can afford to make rockets, but haven't got enough left over for decent sanitation. So we're literally gonna dump everything out here.
And breathe! Yeah, so on top of going up and down ladders with a wounded leg, I have to endure that each time as well. Yeah, I'm gonna add this on top of payment from Manny, that's for sure. Right, Gibson Scrapyard. That's not too far away. We can do that. I hope they have a catalog or something, because if I have to dig through a pile of crap personally... And who knows, maybe we'll find a giant robot buried in there somewhere. Now, you see, I was about to suggest transferring your AI into it, but now you've gone and pissed me off. So much for my generosity. No, I take my offer back. If we find anything like that, I'm gonna scrap you the first chance I get. Wow. You know, I can think of better uses for old cars than some elaborate decoration.
I'm listening.
Well, how about making a new car out of it? I refuse to believe we don't have that kind of capability by now. Yeah, you heard me, old lady. That is such a waste. You make a living out of salvaging. You should know this.
Hello.
Hi. Are you deaf or something?
Hi there. I'm Old Lady Gibson, or so they tell me.
Right.
I've got odds and ends for sale, and I'm pretty good at fixing things, too.
Oh, okay.
You might have noticed the very large building just north of here. That's Helios 1.
Yeah.
The NCR runs the place, so it's off limits to prospectors.
Yeah, well, believe it or not, I've already seen my share of pre-war facilities today. Although, you would have thought the NCR get enough electricity already from the dam. Leave some for the rest of us, for goodness sake.
The way I heard it, the Brotherhood of Steel ran the place.
Whoa, what?
Before the NCR took it away from them.
Not right now.
I'm not sure who started shooting first.
We're
But
talking...
when it was over, the Brotherhood, with all their fancy armor and weapons, was on the run.
Really?
Nobody's heard from them since.
Yeah, What the hell is wrong with you? Look, I'll get you some spare parts later, okay? Alright, you know what? Just ignore him. He's been acting weird ever since I found him. So, is there any chance you've been inside RepCon these few years? Ah, for goodness sake. Boom, shut him up for a minute, will ya?
Alright.
Sometimes it seems like I spent the better portion of my youth in that old wreck of a building. Me and my hubby, may the man rest in peace, used to scavenge there. If it weren't bolted down, you can bet we took it and sold it.
Seriously?
A lot of the scrap you see around here is from RepCon. Even my favorite chair.
Oh, in that case, I've got a good feeling about this. I'm looking for a couple of specific items if you indulge me. Prepare for the weirdest shopping list you've ever heard of. Do you have some igniting agent by any chance? It's supposed to be radioactive.
Certainly did. Hubby and me had an old rad meter to help us tell the difference between what you could salvage and what'd kill you.
So where is it?
I kept a glowing container from RepCon around here for years, serving no better purpose than a nightlight. Damn thing wouldn't sell.
Perfect.
Then along comes the most peculiar-looking fellow, all decked out in a yellow radiation suit, of which he was proud all out of proportion.
Right.
The man outright asked if I had anything radioactive for sale.
Eh?
Imagine that. But he paid handsome for that jar of goop. Only saw him that once.
God damn it.
He said something about heading over to Clark Field to put his suit through its paces. Strange one he was.
I'll say, he's bought that container just because it's radioactive? Well, fuck. There goes half the stuff we need. So, what about thrust control modules? Did somebody come and buy them just because they were heavy or something?
As it so happens, I do have some thrust modules, but they're expensive.
Oh, don't worry about...
500 caps worth of expensive.
You what? 500 caps? I could get a robot for that! In fact, do you feel like trading it for this one?
You don't want to do that.
Well, I don't have that kind of money. Look, old lady Gibson, Why do people even call you that? It's fucking rude.
Well, I'll give you a hint. They used to just call me Gibson. I hope you can figure out the rest. I don't mind, to be honest. Living long is a real accomplishment these days. Remains to be seen if I end up dying peaceful in my bed.
Oh, don't be like that. You've got Novak on one side and an NCR outpost on the other. Nobody's gonna come mess with you. The only thing you need to worry about is customers, and the ones talking to you right now can maybe scrape together 250. Look, I'm not even getting these for myself. When was the last time you've met someone this nice to others before?
I don't know.
Don't you say a damn word, mister.
Fine.
Ha! Yes, you are quite the smooth talker.
Well, in that case...
What the hell?
Yes!
250 it is.
Ha ha! That's bargaining for you.
Here. This is all I can give.
Yeah, that'll be fine. And that's my share. One way or another, I'm gonna get Jason to compensate us for this.
Pleasure doing business with you.
There we go. Now then.
Subject E, diagnosis complete.
What the hell?
Begin recording.
Eddie?
My name is Whitley. I'm a researcher at Adams Air Force Base. Until recently, I was in charge of the Duraframe reinforcement project for the combat model iBots.
Whoa, what? Air Force Base? Combat iBot? Who is this? Your creator? Eddie, you're starting to worry me now. Don't tell me you're supposed to be an elaborate message in a bottle. A heavily armed bottle at that. Continue recording?
iBot Duraframe Subject E is both the prototype and the last functional model in this test group. I was prepared to make several significant upgrades to the machines. However, as the project was cancelled and all Duraframe assets are being diverted to Hellfire armor, I'm sending this model to the Navarro outpost.
Wait, you mean you're the last of your kind? Wow, you must be worth a fortune. Luckily for you, I'm more interested in finding out what the hell is going on than selling you. I'm not sure where Navarro is, but I think it's further west. Continue recording.
If you're listening to this log from one of our Enclave outposts in Chicago, give this unit whatever repairs it needs so it can continue to Navarro.
Enclave? Chicago? What? I really don't know what to make of that. Oh, pretend you didn't hear shit or else we might have to start breaking things. Just saying. So, was that the whole message? Eddie? Continue recording? No? Boo, when I said shut him up, I meant without breaking him. But then again, he's been hit several times already. Hey! Wake up! I guess you're back online now. What happened? You don't know? Oh, well, next time you feel like malfunctioning again, please do so without potentially blowing us to bits, thanks.
What's your problem?
He's hiding something, and I want to know what. Just play along for now. Oh, nothing. Now come on, we need to head towards Clark Fields. Get your radioactive sunscreen on and pray you don't grow extra appendages. I swear, if that guy isn't there anymore... Worst comes to the worst, I might have to ask Mr. Briscoe for help again. See if he's got anything useful in that gift shop of his. That is assuming he won't try to throw toy dinosaurs at us. Here we are, Clark Fields, and unless my eyes are acting up again, I think that's our guy. Let's see. Yellow radiation suit? Check. Outside the industrial ruin? Check. Is or was a complete asshole. Verification pending. Yeah, I think that's a decent enough analysis. Time to desecrate this corpse with some looting. Well, quite frankly, I don't care. I mean, I don't know how long ago he bought that stuff from Gibson, so we're lucky he's still here. Aha, there it is. Yeah, I bet this guy thought it's an exotic cocktail and drank some of it. And he's got a journal. What does this say? Day 1, love the suit, can scavenge anywhere now. Screw the rats. I hereby christen myself Mr. Radical. Get it? Oh, God, I gotta throw up now. Day 4, suit oh yeah, definitely screw the rats. You've got bigger things to worry about. What are we shooting at, guys? Is it legionaries? Radioactive legionaries, then?
There's something there.
Yeah, I kind of figured that, but you haven't answered my fucking question. That's not the answer either. Whoa, what was that? Are those geckos? They are fucking geckos. Holy shit, what are they doing here? If I wanted to see you guys again, I would go back to Good Springs. Whoa, 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 this is where I need an automatic weapon. Ow, fucking teeth.
I eat you guys for breakfast. Literally.
Here's a tip. If a guy is pumping hot lead into your face, maybe it's time to run the other direction. It's not a difficult concept, but I swear almost everything I've come across in this godforsaken wasteland have the same problem. Geckos, dogs, people. As far as evolution goes, how long will it be before we get animals that doesn't fall for this every single time? Oh, for goodness sake, where is it? In the meantime, I guess we'll have to act as selection pressures and help evolution on its way. Yep. And if that means killing dozens and dozens of these things until only the smarter ones are left, then that's fine by me. Oh, why are these things gold? Are they a subspecies, or were they just bleached by the radiation? Well, if that's the case, I probably shouldn't touch them. I mean, they could be saturated with all kinds of chemicals and pollutants. Yeah, I'll need to come back with rubber gloves if I want to skin them later. Either way, we've got what we came for. Let's head back. Yeah, the compensation for all of this is getting more expensive by the minute. So when he said, I'm not doing this for anything, the other guy just shot him and said, yeah, as if I was gonna fall for that. And that, Eddie, is why I don't do things for free. Oh dear God, I'm gonna have to go down the ladder again. You know, it's a good thing we can use stim packs to heal broken bones, as long as it's set properly with a medical brace. Otherwise, an injury like that would have crippled me for a month. Having said that, I'm not like those idiots who use stim packs on crippled limbs directly and end up with a leg permanently bent at one angle because the bone fused incorrectly. And then you'll have to break it again at exactly the right place, and let's just say you'll feel more than just a stinging sensation. I hope installing these two components won't take too long. If those rockets are gonna take off, then I want to see it. God knows there isn't much else interesting to see around here, apart from Vegas, I guess. Of course you do, you little rascal.
Hey,
Well, we're back.
have you found the components we discussed?
Oh no, we just missed you. Of course we've got them, you idiot. I would tell you what we had to do to get them, but you wouldn't believe us anyway. First off, here are the modules. They cost a fucking arm and leg, by the way. I had to do some serious haggling.
Indeed you did. And they seem to be in excellent condition. All I need now is the igniting agent we discussed earlier.
Oh, don't even get me started with that one. I can only assume this is the right stuff, by the way, and not just a regular jar of radioactive waste.
Yes, that's the stuff. And the container's shielding must be intact or you'd be dead by now.
What? You never mentioned that? Okay, note to self, always make sure the employer isn't trying to kill us before I hand the goods over. Anyway, I need to sort out a few things first. Can the launch wait for a few minutes?
Very few. Time is wasting. Hurry back so we can begin.
Okay, Jesus. You're on a tight schedule, I get it. Even though you weren't getting anywhere until I came along. Well, if I'm gonna tell him the truth, then it's now or never, I guess. I have no fucking idea. Just get ready if he starts freaking out. Hey man, I need to tell you a few things before
It's almost time for the great journey.
Okay, fine. You're excited. I understand. Look, I was just wondering, I doubt Jason would just accept anyone into his group. What do you do exactly that makes you so important?
I'm the Flock's resident engineer. I've always been good with machines. Jason says the great journey would have been impossible without me.
Well, aren't you smug?
Of course, my skills aren't much use unless I have the right materials. That's where you come in.
Which I did already. So if you're the engineer, why aren't you working on the rockets directly? All I've seen you do so far is messing around with these computers.
When I joined the Flock, Jason made it clear that he wanted me to supervise the repairs, not do them myself. It would be a waste of my gifts to work on just one system at a time. From up here, I've been able to supervise the entire project.
Oh, Jason, you clever little prick. I mean, sure, that's one possible reason. Another one would be health and safety. I mean, good luck trying to stay focused or even alive when you're on the launch pad. The radiation down there isn't good for humans. You see what I'm getting at here?
I thought we were past all that, Smooth Skin. But you just can't resist the chance to mess with me.
Well...
Typical human. I was human once, you know. Grew up in Vault 34, northeast of here. Nice upbringing if you like assault rifles and target practice. But oh, you prefer machines that don't shoot people? Not so nice then. Who should maintain the Vault's reactor? Hauser? Mitchell? No. Make it Haversam. He likes machines.
Bitter much?
Haversam won't mind getting irradiated. Haversam won't mind mutating. He's already ugly as it is.
True.
Haversam won't mind when his hair starts falling out after a few years. There's no connection, Haversam. You're neurotic.
Hold on a minute. Are you telling me you think you're turning into a ghoul just because you're going bald?
Bald? You call this bald, Smoothskin? I'm a monster. A monster!
Calm the fuck down, man. Ha! There's a cream for something like that. And I thought you were traumatized as a child or something. Look, let's just end this argument right here. What are you, 40 to 50 years old? Look around. Good luck finding men who aren't going bald by that age. Besides, Jason told me the whole thing himself, and I think a real ghoul can tell whether or not you're turning into one.
Oh, God. You're telling me the truth, aren't you?
Took you long enough.
Oh, no. How could they do this to me? For 2 years?
It sucks.
My God, I've been a joke to them.
Well,
Do you have any idea how easy it'd be for me to sabotage?
Whoa.
That'd be a joke, huh?
Let's not do anything.
One hell of a joke.
You don't want to do that.
Put the gun down, Boom. You're not helping. Look, Chris, I admit, what they did was stupid, but if you tamper with those rockets now, you'll do more than just ruin their day. I don't think you're ready to become a fucking murderer.
What, you think I'm too stupid to pull it off? I know enough to get their rockets working, don't I? So I can make them fail, too.
Yeah, and I'm sure you can turn the rockets into giant fireworks as well. That's not the fucking point. You see these hands of mine? These are the hands of a mass murderer, and yours are not. Wait, what? Where did that come from? Never mind. You think you can forgive yourself for doing this? You haven't got it in you, motherfucker!
Like I could forgive myself for getting duped like this? They used me, and now they'll throw me away.
As if they have a choice. Don't you get it? The whole place is saturated with radiation. They would take you with them if they could, apart from the tiny detail that you wouldn't survive the fucking journey.
And dying would be worse than this? Used up and thrown away like garbage?
Just think for a minute. If that's what they wanted, then they would just take you with them and watch you die. That would tie up all the loose ends nicely. But no, instead they want you safe, and they're gonna remember you as a fucking saint. That's an interesting way of treating garbage.
Oh, so I've redeemed the human race, is that it? What a crock. The human race can't stand me.
I wonder why with that attitude of yours. Look, it's not difficult. Just keep quiet and stop acting like a dick to everyone. That would be a great start. Look at this guy next to me. He's a bit of a dick when I first met him, but we're getting along fine now.
Yeah.
So, you want me to accompany you on your adventures across the wasteland, is that it?
No, I didn't say that. You haven't seen the shit I get up to these couple of days. It's not exactly relaxing. But now that you're warming up to the idea, you can always head towards Novak. It's just outside, and they would love to have someone familiar with Repcar.
Life among humans again? That's what you're suggesting? I guess it's the only chance I've got. I can't believe I'm agreeing to this, but I'll give it a try. I'll get Jason and his flock on their way, and then I'll head for Novak.
Thank you! Holy crap! I don't know if it's possible to have multiple heart attacks in one morning, but I'm ripping up the rulebook. Oh, and how about this for a thought, Boone? Let's not draw our guns every time I'm having an argument. So are we good to go now?
Yes.
In that case...
It is almost time for the great journey.
Well, don't just stand there then. Let's get going. I want to see some rockets in the air. Plus, I swear, if I don't get back to doing what I'm supposed to be doing, i.e. finding the prick who shot me, I'm just gonna take it out on you.
Yes. I'll tell Jason that the great journey can begin.
Here we go, guys. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm almost excited. Forget the Creator and the Great Beyond. I'll be satisfied if none of these rockets explode.
The rockets are ready, Jason. The great journey can begin. Good luck, I guess.
I think they need more than that. Come on, let's go to the observation platform.
Gather all.
Oh, great, a speech.
May the Creator guide my words and help me speak true.
No, it's a prayer.
The Almighty Creator has seen fit to answer our prayers.
Told you.
The time has come for us to board the rockets and begin the great journey.
Yay!
Though it may seem that all humans despise us,
Oh, hello.
the Creator has seen fit to instruct us differently.
Here we go.
The journey ahead would have been impossible if not for the intercession of two human friends.
3!
One new, the other a long, abiding companion. To our new friend, we say thanks and promise never to forget how he cleared from our path the demons who sought to stay our journey.
All for free.
But to Chris, we owe more than thanks. Chris, you have made this great journey a reality. I ask that you forgive us, Chris, and give us your blessing.
You have no idea.
And we bestow ours upon you. From this moment forward, you will be remembered as the saint of the great journey. We shall never forget you. Seekers, board the rockets. Take your seats. The great journey awaits. To the promised land we go. To the far beyond.
Well, that was an interesting speech. Good old Jason is certainly good at that.
Yeah.
Wow, that must be the launch pad. This place hasn't seen any action quite like this in over 200 years. How funny would it be if the doors won't even open? Okay, fine, it wouldn't be that funny. What the hell is this? It looks like the navigation computer. I would have thought they would have this on board, but I guess it's all controlled from the ground. Yeah, you see, I knew those things weren't long-range rockets. Wait a minute. What? Who did these calculations? Okay, now, I'm not an expert, but I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to take the root of a negative number, not unless you're plotting Argand diagrams, which would be fine if you're doing geometry, but this is trajectory we're talking about. Surely they made a mistake inputting this. Okay, fine, but if those numbers were correct, then technically they will crash into the ground after only a mile. I read it in that book. It's how bored I was waiting for them. So, are we ready? This is the moment of truth. I have the honor of initiating the sequence. This is it! Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen, place your bets! Are they going to crash or fly? The odds are against them. Wait, that is Flight of the Valkyries, what the fuck? Oh, the doors have opened! That's a good start, but this is the moment we've been waiting for. Are they going to have a burnout? It's now or never. Come on, baby! Come on! You can't quit now! Oh, that's ignition! That's ignition! They're going for it! They've done it! Oh, a little shaky on the way out, but they've done it! Oh, ho, ho. Send me a postcard! Holy fuck! Oh, I don't care if we didn't get paid. That was fucking worth it! I hope I didn't just screw them over with that computer. Oh, fuck.